Hello, welcome back. It's Dominaria United Standard time. I'm back from vacation. I'm ready to dive in. I have so many deck ideas I want to try out. But first up, we're going to play some Liliana of the Veil Mono Black Control. This deck, Mono Black Control, it's so sweet, right? It's just this archetype. I like it. I like this intensity of playing 23 Swarms, the full set of darkness. And this deck, it looks good. It has at every slot of the curve. We have a decent cards, we have strong cards. So I could absolutely see this being a contender in the new format. I was gone over the release days. I was on a trip, but now I'm back diving in September on the Platinum Ladder. So this is going to be, a journey with you guys of learning the new standard format, trying out all sorts of decks, just on that way, we will of course also discover what is going to be like the top deck, what is the tier 1 deck, and so on. But right now I'm not like trying to gun for what's the best deck, trying to get that down the quickest. No, I'm just gonna try decks. I want to try decks that are sweet to me, decks that are fun. And you know me. Along that way, we're probably gonna, I'm probably gonna mention some things. And it's all experimental too. Like, this is a new world, this is a new environment. We don't really know what's going on. I don't really know what's going on. So I'm ready to make mistakes. I'm ready to be blown away. I'm ready to be disappointed. And I'm just gonna take everything in and make myself notes every time I play against a new deck, a new card, try all sorts of things out. So, new cards in this deck are Cut Down, the new premium cheap removal spell, very good against any aggressive deck early in the game. Just gonna make it so tough for anyone trying to aggro you out. Really good card to have access to in black. Really curious to see how this plays out. I said it's gonna be one of the more format defining cards. It's gonna make aggressive decks look quite bad. We'll see if it's as crazy good as I thought it would be. We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna play 4 for now. Then we have 4 Liliana of the Veil. Huh? Nobody's surprised about that. This is just a perfect card for any black mid-range deck or this sort of more controlling approach. It's great in every matchup, essentially. Not in every matchup, of course. There's ways to make Liliana look a little bit embarrassing by playing an aggressive token deck with lots of 1-drops. Her -2 doesn't look that good. But hey, nonetheless, it always will kill a creature. Against most decks, it will kill a creature, and against control decks, it's super annoying with the discard. You can just discard your Cut Down against control, right? You don't need those. And then your opponent has to actually discard good cards and then takes up to the ultimate fairly quickly. So yeah, this card is excellent, and it's just a really cool card. And I like playing with it. I like playing with it in Modern. And I'm really looking forward to play with it in Standard as well. We'll see if it's too overpowered, but I think it might just be, a very strong card, but not too strong. In any case, we have the last but not least is Sheoldred, the Apocalypse. I already played a best of 1 version of this deck in the early access a little bit, and Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, was a card that really like, oh wow, this is a house. Like, it is a 4/5 with no enter the battlefield triggers, so if they just have a removal spell and they just kill it, it's a bit unfortunate, right? Or just Liliana -2. So that's why I was a little bit not super hyped about this card during like the previous season. But seeing it on the battlefield and how just some decks just can't handle it whatsoever, like a red-green deck, or like decks that just don't have an easy way of removing 4/5 Death Touch, it just sits there and just gains you life, stabilizes you against aggression, and then also kills the opponent fairly quickly. And the drain adds up with Invoke Despair, really turns around games very quickly. It's just such a strong card that I wanted to include some copies in the main deck, even though it is like a removal target. In any case, the rest of the deck is filled with some of the best black cards we have access to. Of course, Infernal Grasp is in here. Meathook Massacre. This card's still legal. Oh my god. Tenacious Underdog. Nice one to discard with Liliana of the Veil. A little bit of a grindy package against someone who is not going after your life total. And then, of course, Graveyard Trespasser. I think that card is going to be seeing more play in the future in this standard format. It just, it fits the bill. It gets rid of various graveyard shenanigans. It has ward. It's good against removal. It's a blocker. It has aggression. It just, we already see it in Explorer and Pioneer. in Rakdos midrange being a 4-off. I think this card is absolutely worthy of being played in Standard too, and so therefore I'm trying 4 copies here. Soul Transfer, Exiling could be important against some things. We have artifacts and enchantments, so even the return ability, returning a Planeswalker creature can be good. Sorin, I think Sorin is just a very good Planeswalker. It's just a good Planeswalker. The last Standard format was full of great 4-drops on all varieties, so we didn't see as much of Sorin, but it's just a good card, so I'm happy to include 3 copies here. Yeah. For Invoke, I mean, no comment. This card's ridiculous. It's so strong. It's this card advantage late game finishing engine. I mean, yeah, and it's one of the reasons why I want to go with mono black. I mean, I took a look. Yeah, no. I mean, we're gonna try other black shells as well, like Rakdos, Grixis, Esper, and so on. But they have a tougher time including Invoke Despair. So I just wanted to go with the mono black version because this card is so sick that yeah, it's just worth it. And yeah, top of the curve. We don't have like a really good finishing card. I feel like that's also good against removal. So I'm trying to finish with my creatures, with my underdogs, with planeswalkers, you know, slow and grindy. And yeah, Desecrator is not much better in terms of like killing the opponent quickly or such, but it's a very good grindy card. It's like a top end gamer, which when it dies or when it enters the battlefield, it triggers, it kills something from the opponent. Also messes with the graveyard if that is important. Yeah, just, you know, a strong card that it's expensive, it's a bit clunky, but I think it's pretty good, and I'm gonna try it here for, you know, the black mid-range matchups, for certainly for those. And yeah, against any grindy deck, this is gonna be a really good card. So, sideboard Duresses, of course. We have some Parasitic Grasp in case we're playing some aggro deck, want to gain some life. We have Pilfer as additional discard against control combo, what have you. Then we have the Raven Man to accompany the discard. Also good with Liliana of the Veil, of course. Gonna try this card. It's also, you know, you can also just activate it on turn 4 against control deck, make birds that way. Tenacious Underdog, just, you know, this is like the package against control, right? Like I have Tenacious Underdog, Raven Man, Duresses, Pilfers, getting a little bit lower to the ground, beating people down. Unless it serves, you know, just some more graveyard interaction. Karn's Sylex, I think that's gonna be coming in against various, like, token style decks, just aggressive creature decks, or even the Rakdos artifact nonsense, anvils. You know, black has a problem with artifacts usually, and Karn Sylex just, you know, no question, boom, blow it all up, destroyed everything. So yeah, certainly worthy of a slot, I think, and another Cemetery Desecrator for grindy matchups. Keep in mind, this is all, you know, I haven't really, like, this is all at the beginning of the format, so there's going to be changes be made. I'm going to be reviewing my choices, going to be questioning my choices all the time. So this is not by any means, the sideboard is not locked in, the main deck is not locked in. We're trying stuff. This is the brew that I came up with, and yeah, I'm going to put it to the test now on the ladder. And yeah, I haven't played much since the season started, so we're going to be platinum. I don't think I've played at all, actually, so we're going to be platinum and grinding our way up. So don't expect the toughest competition at first, I suppose. But, well, no, I take that back. I mean, most people that are platinum right now have been mythic in the last season, right? So competition hopefully is going to be good. And funnily, I don't necessarily want to be super fast to mythic, because then my waiting time is kind of long when I'm queuing into people. When you're mythic early on in the season, it's just like, and then you get paired against a gold player or something like weird like that. You always wait like 1 minute, then you get paired against lower people. So it's actually kind of nice to start a little bit later in the season, and then more and more people will be platinum later on. More and more people will be, you know, on the mythic level, and then you get paired into mythic people, and so on and so on. I mean, my hand's decent. I think Reckoner Bankbuster is a card that is quite good. In general, probably. I mean, it's just in general a great card, but I think it's gonna be pretty good in this deck and also in this format. Is my assumption. Some kind of target creature you control. And there's a little bit of a 2-for-1 saga. They have a 2/2, and later on they get this Snake Monk that can exile stuff. Okay. Some sort of reanimator deck, perhaps. So So whenever this attacks, they either get a 1/1 if they exile a creature, or they get a 1/1 counter on a creature. This card's not so bad, actually. I mean, it's kind of annoying, at least against a control deck. Soul of Ingrace. So just a regular Junt deck with a little bit of a budget mana base here with a Riveteous Overlook. So yeah, I guess I'll kill off this Richstein. Would like to Meathook at some point. The Invoke is going to kill the enchantment creature, which is kind of cool. I guess they can sacrifice the enchantment creature first. Ah, interesting. 3 cards left. I mean, I would really love to just drop the Sheoldred here, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Like, there's ways we're gonna get punished, but if Sheoldred sticks, it's gonna be, you know, the end of the road for my opponent. Meathook discard, okay. Mill 3 cards, create a 1/1. Really wonder how good this card is. I mean, well, seeing it all played out here, it's kind of decent, I guess. Doesn't gain life. It's a good card against someone where you wanna be a little grindy, right? Like, it's a 2-for-1 in a way. It's a control deck. Alright, Sheoldred survives. I mean, that's fantastic. And now we're gonna gain more life with Sheoldred in play. Really stabilize this battlefield. They can either sack the Orochi or Fable. Sack the Orochi, gain a life. They take damage and we pass. No discards? Okay, Cruelty of Gigs. So they can read ahead, they can take a card from my hand if they want to. No, they just search the library. Maybe for like a Titan of Industry. And next turn they return a creature. Soul of Ingrace. Or Workshop Warchief. Both pretty good against me. I mean, Workshop Warchief, quite excellent. I can exile one of them next turn with the Cemetery Desecrator. Which I will, of course. But which one? Which one is more dangerous? This thing comes into play and then gets a land back. And then it can discard lands, draw cards, discard And this thing will just leave a 4/4 back. Interesting. Both are similar annoying. I think I'm gonna take the Workshop Warchief though. Kill this off. I could attack for 8. They would double block. No, I think I just attack with Sheoldred. Okay. Just checking the sound. Seems good. Pass the turn. Opponent loses some life. Go to 6. It's like a little bit like Siege Rhino. Kind of like drains the opponent, gains life. It's sort of like Siege Rhino, also a 4/5. Okay, they want that mana, huh? I will block with the Desecrator. What did they get? Any card from their deck. What's it gonna be? Ooh, that's pretty good. Maybe they got that, huh? Interesting jump build. Trespasser, nice one. Okay. Alright, I can really put... Can I kill my opponent? Kill that, kill that. Put him to 2. The jump block here. Right. They're all over the place, really. Yeah, in there too.
But if you'd rather fight, bring it on. Get out there and blaze a path.
The Elder Dragon War. Oh, wow, the Smog looks really cool. Haven't seen this token before. Okay, I just made 4 for Dragon. So this has Menace. Well, that was a good draw then. Yeah, kill that, attack both face. GG. Alright, sweet. Okay, crazy. So this is like really grindy, a little bit of graveyard shenanigans. Definitely want the second Desecrator, I feel like. License hers, I mean... So they have this Cruelty of Gigs thing going on. That seems to be the only card that really cares about a graveyard. So far. Right? Soul Transfer, returning a thing. I don't know if I want the Hearse then. Can't Sylex. Liliana of the Veil doesn't look kind of bad. This card is quite good against Liliana of the Veil. This makes it good, right? Yeah. That's great. Same with Bankbuster, also a 2-drop that's good against Liliana. Yeah, that's smart. It's a good card against Liliana. Yeah, Liliana of the Veil doesn't look that great here, does it? Wonder if I should cut it entirely. Maybe just play some Pilfers, play some Sylex. Duress. They have so many Fables and stuff. So many non-creature things. So many token generators. Yeah, I think Liliana is just bad here. I think that's what my opponent sort of goes for. Just having a deck that's good against Liliana of the Veil. They don't have much removal though. They really didn't show me any removal, huh? Voltage Surge and Soul Transfer. Okay, they have a bit. Okay. Cut down seems fine. Kills Rutstein, which is cool. I wonder if I want to have some more Duresses. Infernal Grasp. Hers. I think this is alright. But yeah, Liliana. There's ways to make Liliana bad, and my opponent's deck certainly does that. So there's no shame in boarding out Liliana, especially on the draw. I think on the play she's better. So on the play I could consider having her back in. But the funny thing is, like, Liliana might be bad against them, but the decks that are good against Liliana are gonna be pretty bad against Meathook Massacre. So that's kind of cool. Interesting. I guess I'll just... Do I play the Sylex or do I just like cut down? And Banky Boy. I think I want to hit land drops, so I'm just gonna cut down the 2/2 and then Bankbuster. Like all these things are creatures fundamentally, so I can also just Meathook them all the way. Old Urstein. I don't want them to gain treasures. I want to have them stay fair. No mana advantage. Because I don't even know if I'm going to hit a 4th land here. So, just kill that. It's a bit annoying.
I remember my first fight. Good thing it wasn't to go on. Impress me.
That's not good. Hitting land drops is kind of important. Especially here on the draw against a pretty good curve out from the opponent. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to take the gamble here and just soul transfer to the Yaya, maybe? Do I need to care about this thing? It's gonna make more monks, they're gonna get swept away. It's like, I kind of want to Meathook next turn, pretty badly. So, yeah, I think I just have to hope to draw a swamp off the top here. It's like if I don't soul transfer here, can I keep on having this planeswalker around? It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna bother me. Okay. This card is quite annoying against my deck.
All my enemies? The experience will do you good.
If I just keep on drawing, like if I draw swamp here, I think I'm gonna be fine. That's a smart move against Meathook. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be fine probably. There's my swamp. We kill that and then take a hit. Almost dead. Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess we lose. I mean, we missed land drops. They're curved out nicely. Pretty strong stuff. They have Titan in the deck as well. Cool, okay.
Go on.
Yeah, GG.
Me.
It's 9 damage. Okay. Yeah, the deck's really good against Liliana of the Veil. Duress should probably come in. Yeah. I think Duress should come in. I wonder what I cut though. Maybe an Infernal Grasp and like a cut down, bring in some Duress. Maybe Pilfer is even worse than Duress. So many non-creatures things that I care about. Tenacious Underdog. Maybe just cut that all together. What did I just kick out? No, this is perfect, right? Like 4 Duress, 3 cut down, soul transfer, Sheoldred. Yeah. Invoke to take over the late game. Sorin seems quite good here. Yeah, this seems fine. Yeah, maybe one more discard spell. Alright. I like it. I mean, we're like day 1 of me playing this format, and I'm already playing a deck that's sort of like metagaming against a card from Dominaria United. That's quite impressive. That they're thinking ahead. They really, or someone really thought ahead there with this Junt deck. Just, you know, just makes Liliana look embarrassing. Because the plus is bad because they have graveyard synergies going on, and the minus is most certainly not great. Which, if those decks are running around en masse, then yeah, I mean, then I don't want to be playing mono black control. I can tell you that much. I mean, mono black could still be good against these decks because again, Meathook Massacre is going to be really good here. Actually, yeah, I'll take that back. Like, that's the funny thing, right? The decks that are good against Liliana are going to be bad against Meathook Massacre. So it's a tough squeeze. Opponent's missing land drops, unfortunately for them. While I'm having 2 4/4s here on turn 4. turn. So just kill that. Ooh, nice one. This doesn't do anything if they don't have a, yeah, if they don't have a thing in the grave. Okay, they're jumping already. Perfect. Let's play this. Yeah, I think so. And let's make a vampire.
I bring order to this broken world.
Yeah, I think a vamp. I mean, they conceded. I'm just trying to think about like things that they could have had. I don't know if they have 2 removal spells, like a cut down for the vampire and then a removal for the Graveyard Trespasser. They can attack with this 2/2 on the Sorin. Swing in there, kill the Sorin off, kill one of my Trespassers, cut down the vampire, right? They had 4 mana, so that's possible. And at that point, I'm only left with 1 Trespasser against 9 life. So maybe I just want to plus. If I plus, they, you know, they need a removal for the Planeswalker. And it's going to be more difficult to kill 2 things at the same time. That's what I'm getting at. Can I just keep everything? I'm just going to do this. Maybe should I do this? Huh. Interesting decision. Okay. I think the Trespasser is also kind of important for this deck because one of the ways a black control deck loses is graveyard shenanigans. Stuff that comes back, like Underdog would be quite the annoying card. Yeah, for a black control deck to deal with. So the Trespasser in the main deck is just taking care of that. Things like, I don't know, Shigeki, Memory Deluge, those type of cards. Ugh. Hate it. No removal for that thing. No Liliana. At least the Sorin doesn't draw cards, I guess. Kind of tough. What do I do about you? Where's my Invoke Despair? Guess I'll just plus and try to find a removal. Could have attacked. Well, that's a removal, I guess. It took me a lot of life to take that, but I think it's fine. Ooh. Shoot. I'm almost dead. Yikes. Got a 1 here. Look at that. I mean, my opponent clearly knows what's the best deck in the format. Playing mono black control here. Crazy, right? Like, how much damage can be dealt with these cards in a quick manner. Okay, I guess I'm dead. I mean, I wrote an article on this deck on CFB Pro, and I played it on the early access. Maybe they took it from there. Okay. Okay, cut down gone. Tenacious Underdog comes in, Desecrator comes in. And then Duress. Ravenman? Nah, not a fan. Yeah, I mean, creatures are not a good choice in this matchup. Meathook is also pretty whatever. You want this card, I think. Maybe play one Meathook. Just trying to think what I want, how this plays out. Nah, I think I just want to discard. I still have enough life gain between Sheoldred and Sorin. I'm keeping. This is the best card in the matchup, right? It's a bit crazy, but I don't know, maybe it's a bit crazy. If they have a Liliana, I'm gonna regret it, I guess. Oh, this is funny. I gotta take it. Bankbuster is like the king. I could have another Bankbuster in my sideboard. That's like the best card here. Yeah, Underdog isn't that bad either, I guess. I'm just gonna kill it, I guess. Yeah, I have these invoked. I just want to clean up the board. I was waiting for another turn. Yeah. I mean, if I don't... Oh, okay, they're a different type of deck, I guess. Okay, then I suppose I want to have Meathook. If this is what's going on. Okay, I didn't know. But yeah, I definitely want less discard then. More Meathooks. Nice. Okay, I mean, I'm missing... Yeah, this game's pretty over. Also a card that's good against Liliana. Everyone playing cards that are good against Liliana. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, Jadar. Alright, in any case, what am I doing here? Just play the Desecrator, I guess. Kill off this Jadar. Oops. No! Oh, I clicked too fast. I clicked too fast. Oh, I can take it back. Okay, sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Arena. I was like, oh no, I have to give it thing. Remove counters. That's not great. Man, everybody's having cards like Tenacious Underdog and Jadar are both good against Liliana, right? Like, you're not that happy to kill off a Tenacious Underdog for Liliana. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I just want cut down instead of Meathook. Meathook is a bit clunky. Cut down is decent against Jadar. Meathook is kind of expensive against Jadar. I guess as a top end finisher, I could play the Saga too, the Cruelty of Gigs. It doesn't return Planeswalkers. That makes it a lot worse. Play one cut down randomly. Deal. Turn to Bankbuster, like that. Duress me. No? Nice. Would have not liked them taking the Bankbuster. Yep. The choice is yours. Take a Sorin. Okay. They're missing land drops again. I guess I'm just gonna humph in there for 4 damage. So Liliana from their side would be awkward for me. Phew. Meathook. They conceded. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, Graveyard Trespasser. Not that good against opposing Lilianas, that's for sure. Maybe I have to play Duress in the main deck? It's like, yeah, it's difficult to know what's the metagame gonna be like, I guess. Could play some Duresses in the main deck for sure. But yeah, my deck is kind of vulnerable to Liliana of the Veil. Bankbuster is good against her. Like, that's the funny thing. If you play a Bankbuster on turn 2, and your opponent is like... They can't really deploy Liliana. Because you have the 4 damage threat with the Bankbuster. Crew free. If you play a Trespasser on turn 3, boom. Punch. Liliana dead. But I guess they will just keep Liliana in hand anyways until you play a creature. Which, if you don't need to, you can just slow roll the Trespasser and do something else. Do something else like activating Reckoner Bankbuster. Maybe I just want to have more Bankbusters. Maybe I want to go up to 4. Then I also get a token at the end. That's going to be good against Liliana. The pilot. Yeah. Maybe cut a Sorin. Play 2 Sorin. Play 4th Bankbuster. Jund it is. Jund.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate when people. I've always hated crowds.
I will not exile that.
Drop it.
Each player discards a card. This is tough. Cut down or Meathook, I think. Cut down could be nice, plus Liliana if they have some weird combination of things, but maybe cut down is just a discard here. Keep the Meathook for later. Well, this card doesn't do anything here. Yeah, then making a dragon is really good for me.
A fight? And you think you can win? One of your friends has to leave. Fine.
This turned out good for me.
You won't be outsmarting me. We all have things we'd rather forget.
They discarded Takenuma. They should have just used that and then played Harvester on their turn.
I'm busy.
That was weird. Meathook.
My ways are
Okay, they just concede. That's fine too. I mean, I was clearly ahead here. Very much so. Is there a better word than clearly for that situation? Most certainly. Okay, so just like a regular jump deck with the Elder Dragon War as a new card to try. Would have been a nice combination with Ezeka's Chariot, as you can copy the dragon token. In any case, yeah, so what's not good, what's good? I mean, everything looks kind of good for me. Liliana looks decent here. Underdog looks decent. Cut down maybe, cut some copies. Cut some cut downs. But on the draw, you know, I kind of like to, you know, kill this and even this and add this thing. Maybe like cut one cut down. I mean, just like this. The build I already play is so. Main deck is so good against these other mid range decks. I think it's totally fine to not make many changes there. Sure. The nice thing about Underdog is that it can like haste down Lilianas. Like as you saw there, even if my opponent would have had a removal for the Trespasser, like a Riveteer's Charm, plus the Lily, sure, I can just play a 4th land, an Underdog, attack Lily, draw a card. So if I go Underdog, Trespasser, or Underdog and they're on the play and they have Lily, which is going to be the same play out here again. If they play Lily minus, just same again. If they kill the Trespasser, then okay, that's a different animal of a card. Just attack. We'll see if they block. Probably not. Play Trespasser. I mean, black-red is certainly appealing. I mean, you get Fable, which is a ridiculous card. And you get Harvester, which is a really nice card too. It's not as good against Liliana though, and Cut Down. They chose to not discard anything. That's a bit scary. That's a costly. 4 mana exile, discard a Desecrator. Jeez, it's a good card. Okay, Liliana. Kinda wanna exile this Desecrator. I'm a bit scared to, like, if they have a Cruelty of Gix. I could Liliana minus, also not, you know, outrageous to do that. But I'm just gonna get rid of this Desecrator. Alright, that's fine. Okay. They're thinking about something? What could that be? Oh, that's pretty good. I'll take that. I was, yeah. It's going to maybe Infernal Grasp. The Kiki Jiki. If I wouldn't have drawn that. This is almost certainly maybe the best draw in the deck at that point, actually. Yeah, this is just No, 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 this is not the way to do it. They had a Cruelty of Gix actually, so good on me for exiling that Desecrator. This is the way you remove a Trespasser, not the way my opponent does it. They have Rivete's Charm technically available in their colors, so.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Alright, I'll just pass here. Ooh la la. That is a nasty card. How about I just play it? Alright. Okay, so far so good. Platinum tier 3. Sorin number 3, Bankbuster number 4. I don't know. It's a bit too early for me to say what should be the play. I'll go with the Bankbuster. I like the lifelink token from Sorin too. I might just, you know, maybe I'll play 3 and 3 and then put one Banky Boy in the sideboard for maybe the Desecrator. It's a bit clunky. Having a second Desecrator. Raven Man. Tenacious Underdog. If nobody's playing like an actual control deck and everybody's playing these mid-range piles, then you don't necessarily need this Raven Man package. Alright, I'll just cut a Desecrator. It feels like it's a bit of an unnecessary card to have, I guess. I mean, it's too early to say. It's really too early to say. It's just like my intuition is telling me, oh, okay, maybe, you know, maybe you just don't need that type of dominant. Maybe you're good without it. On the play, this is just too risky. Yeah, that's better. Interesting. So either Soul Transfer or Meathook. Really depends on what I'm playing against. It really depends what I'm playing against. I mean, I think Meathook is going to be on average better, I guess. No. I mean, playing a Trespasser here is awkward against Liliana. Playing Liliana, plussing her. What do I discard? Meathook? Sakura. Yeah, this hand's just bad against Liliana, I guess. This hand is just bad against Liliana. However you slice it. If I play my own Lily, maybe that works. If I just play Trespasser, just gotta hope they don't have Liliana, really. I don't know, I'm playing against an unknown opponent. Maybe I should have just gone with the Trespasser, but I'm doing this now, playing around the Liliana. I mean, I assume a Madu deck is gonna be like a Madu mid-range deck with Liliana's wedding announcements, that sort of stuff. And they probably have the Archangel of Wrath, and hell yeah, I was right. I was right all along.
And you think you... We all have things we'd rather forget.
Okay. Oh, this is a weird game now. So play Sheoldred, they're just gonna minus with the Lily. Then a plus, I guess. And yeah, discard my Trespasser. This has become really weird. Do I want to discard the Trespasser though? Do I want to just Sheoldred? 3 cards left. Yeah, I'm gonna discard.
Drop it.
I actually discard a Sheoldred. The more I think about it. Sarah Paragon. Okay. Guess that's good with Liliana. If they have a way to deal with my Lily. Underdog, no. Oh! Even worse. Alright, that was a good last card. Just hope they don't have a second swamp, which... Nah, they don't have. Nice. I mean, they're playing Marduk, they won't have many basics.
I've learned much during my travels.
That's
Keep
unfortunate.
watch for intruders.
Wandering Emperor is the last card. Yeah, damn. Well, yeah, I cannot, like, dead. Super dead. GG.
We all have things we never forget.
Found a master here in the Marduk opponent.
Strike hard.
Now you've got my attention.
Why do you, I guess you're playing red
Fun when
for
they hit back.
Fable and the Archangel? I mean, if I draw like Invoke Despair, maybe I have a comeback chance. Harvester. I mean, that's a pretty greedy deck. But I guess these two work pretty well together as well. You can recast Fable with the Paragon.
Think things.
I mean... On turn 4 you can play the Paragon after you've played a Fable. And you can... discard... Like, you can discard lands, right? And you can play this and play land. Or graveyard. Yeah. Pretty good. Okay, this deck looks real. Certainly a deck I gotta try. Raffine's Tower. Just wanted a black-white dual land, I guess. Interesting. That's weird, I guess, but I guess it's good with Paragon to have lands to play. Wait, they didn't play a land from a graveyard? Isn't that an oopsie? They just played a land from the hand.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Alright, you got me. Bankbuster, get in there. Can't Sylex? Graveyard removal? Hers? Sylex, Underdog, Duress. Wandering Emperor is a bit of an annoying card. Paragon 2. I'll try it like this on a play. If I'm gonna draw, I might bring in the Sylex to sweep the opponent if they're going too fast. Nah. It's like the best, it's like Reckoner Bankbuster and this is going to be the best cards in the matchup, but keeping a hand just like that is tough. This is much better. Field of Ruin does not have many reasonable targets these days as lands, but this deck can easily incorporate it. And sometimes, as you just saw against my opponent, it actually messed with their mana base because there's so few on basics, right? That if they wouldn't have drawn the black off the top, they couldn't have gotten the underdog back. So I think having Field of Ruin is like fine still. We're playing 24 swamps. If I'm playing a 2-color deck, probably not gonna play Field of Ruin these days anymore though. You're right, just play a dual or a basic.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Yeah, removing all the cut downs. They do give me a lot of targets for cut down. It's a pretty greedy deck. Without free color, without a tri-land, I mean, you're playing double white, double black. So they have Emperor, of course. They don't seem to have black here, for example. Like, then they would have maybe just underdog this Liliana. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just draw a card now. No reason not to. Land. I guess I'll plus Liliana then.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Trespasser. Surprise!
I'm not overconfident. Let your friends well may your blades strike.
Yeah, I mean, all these sort of 2-for-1 cards are pretty good against mono black. Invoke Despair, Meathook, they can deal with like multiple things at a time. But it's also the tempo that these cards provide. Like they get onto the board, they provide pressure.
New moves to teach you.
Yeah. It's kind of tough. Doesn't feel good. I rather want to be on the side that puts on these cards than on the side that tries to like kill these things. You know. Opponent's deck looks really powerful, but also really greedy. So I don't know if I want to do the free color Maru thing. Yeah. Where do I start? I kind of just have to hope to draw Meathook off the top, I guess. I did not want to take that Liliana. I don't know why my mouse just clicked on it.
Yes, that's it then.
That's not cool. I want to take the Sorin. Not that the Sorin would be very good there, but yeah. Rite of Oblivion. That's a lot of damage. Six mana. Just Lily minus, Lily minus. It's a rough way to do it. I'm just gonna draw a card here. I guess I can still Lily minus, Lily minus.
Enough with the mysteries.
I need to Invoke Despair here.
Off you go.
Yeah, I feel like you rather want to be on the side of the one that's putting out the damage. Like, being the proactive one than being the reactive one. You want to be the person playing betting announcements and
But I'm taking the
fables
credit with
and wandering emperors and, you know, all these cards that my opponent has. Don't necessarily want to be the one who's just trying to react to everything and then Invoke Despair, Bankbuster. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm judging a little bit prematurely here. So now they can cast a 2-drop. Okay, this card is perhaps stronger than I thought it is. Like, this Mado deck is certainly maximizing it extremely well, right? But yeah, I mean, if you maximize this card, this like Lurus Angel, it's strong. It's just like the question then is the sacrifice of mana base, etc., etc. Is that worth it? Yeah, I mean, this looks really good. And maybe it's worth it. It's so nice with Fable. Getting extra mana, discarding cards, really strong synergy. Rite of Oblivion goes up in value, not because it's like very good in this deck, but just because it's a card with flashback. And with Liliana running around, I mean, everything seems to be focused on Liliana, really. Okay, I certainly need Karn Sylex, like, against this deck. I don't know, I should have just brought it in earlier, I guess. And, like, this is just...
fun when they hit back.
I don't know why I thought I could just 1-for-1 my opponent. Alright, I'm gonna concede this game. I don't need to play this out, I think. I guess I could underdog. Okay, fine. I'll underdog Blitz here. Maybe we find an Infernal Grasp for the Angel. Nope. But they even have Rite of Oblivion, so they can just blow up a Karn Sylex. So what are they playing? Okay, they don't play Wedding Announcement, I guess. They just don't. They play Lily, Graveyard, and Reflection. So they have probably like 12 free drops, which, yeah, okay. Trespasser. I don't know, maybe Wedding Announcement is better than Trespasser. Maybe you just don't care about the Graveyard stuff. If you, like, you don't really care about Underdog if you just deploy onto the board yourself a lot. All these fables and such. But, I mean, yeah, Trespasser is a good card. So, I could just draw a Meathook Massacre here and I'd be sort of fine, I guess. They still have an Underdog, but I have an Underdog too. I guess I should up my chances by blowing up a land. But I have a land on the bottom, so I'm not really... Yeah, okay, fine. And if I give them a mana, I give them the ability to sacrifice a blood token, which I don't want. Okay, if I find a Meathook with the Sorin, I'm gonna be okay.
I bring order to this broken.
Go to 7. No, I'm done here. Thank you very much. Alright. Okay, Maru strong. Maru defeat. Mono black. Brew by Arne. Okay, wow, this deck looked very tacked out, at least. Very cool deck. Zakura. I do remember that name, I think. It rings, Zakura. I guess it's just a good player that I play against, and I'm like, okay, this guy knows what's up with this person. Yeah. I mean, as we can see there, like mono black, very strong, powerful cards, good deck. But if you play more colors, you certainly add power, variety, and certain threats that are really tough to deal with for at least mono black. I didn't draw many invokes there. I could have more Meathooks. I could have had Karn Sylex. I could also play Karn Sylex in my own deck, in the main deck. Wouldn't be outrageous. It's a little bit of an anti-synergy with Tenacious Underdog, unfortunately. And it blows up your own Bankbuster. So I didn't want to go for it. But maybe that's the way you have to approach this. Because, again, the matchups where Liliana is bad, where like your spot removal sucks, are the matchups where Karn Sylex and Meathook Massacre shine. So having more of a split of the two, or more of the effect that sort of shows up the weakness of this deck, could be the way to do things in the future. That's sort of what I learned from these games. Yeah. Nonetheless, I think this deck's very strong. I mean, we just beat 3 opponents and lost against the Maru deck that drew very well and had the right things on the right time and looked very strong. But yeah, that Maru deck might also just, mana screw some of the time. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will also play some mono black. I mean, I don't hope that, I guess, but I mean, I think this deck is very strong, and all these black cards that I invested my wild cards into, I'm not at all like, those cards are going to be playable for the future, especially Sheoldred, Liliana, cut down easy. And yeah, I mean, then it's Karn Sylex, 2 mythics, that's also going to be playable in multiple formats across Arena for the future. So invest your wild cards, it's fine. Ravenman, okay, maybe that card is not insane or anything, and you don't have to put it in your side, but either way, you could just play more underdogs or what have you. Okay, I mean, this has been the first array into best of 3 standard. Let me know how you think this goes, and yeah, just let me know. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. Okay, guys, I'm gonna sign off. I gotta eat something. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always, and yeah, comment for the algorithm, do anything, what have you. See you in the next one. Peace out.